Come plan my month with me. Now that I've colored in my journal pages, I'm ready to plan everything out. I've got sections for goals, a to-do list, and weekly tasks. And then my weekly planners, which I like to fill in by turning my journal 180 degrees. That's where I jot down events and what I want to get done each day. They're still blank right now, so I'll need to add the days of the week. Over here, I've got a monthly overview to keep track of events at a glance while I'm filling out my weekly schedule pages. But before I get into all that, I like to start with a brain dump. I have 2 pages I could use for it, but I think I'll go with this one. Before I can write anything though, I need to color it in to match the rest of my journal. There, much better. Now I'll create sections for goals, weekly tasks, and a to-do list. I like to write down whatever comes to mind first and then decide what to keep. That's why I love doing a brain dump before committing to writing things in my planner. Okay, brain dump complete. Time to transfer it all over. For goals, I've got space for 4, and I'm focusing on posting 3 videos a week, posting 3 listings a week in my Etsy shop, planning Neil's birthday party, and going for walks on my days off, since I tend to spend a lot of time on my butt when I'm off. I moved Finish the Birth Flower Journal Bundle to my to-do list instead of keeping it under goals, but I still plan to get it done by the end of the month. I also added a few tasks to the to-do list, and for weekly tasks, I went with watering plants, feeding my compost worms, vacuuming, and taking out the garbage. I removed laundry because I usually do it a couple times a week anyway, and I also removed rest, even though I know I need it, because I'm going to schedule that in weekly based on my ever-changing work shifts. I realized I only need 5 weeks for August, so I used whiteout to remove the extra one. Looks perfect now. Next, I started filling in each weekly schedule. I began by adding events, like my work schedule, and highlighted them in purple. I actually made a mistake here, but my trusty whiteout came to the rescue. I also added a few to-do list items to the days I want to complete them. Everything's filled in now, though I left most of the weeks open since my work schedule changes weekly. Since I had an extra week here, I decided to set up the first week of September so I can do a bit of pre-planning if I need to. I'm really happy with how it all turned out. I love the color scheme, and it's so satisfying to see my whole month laid out in one place. I also have this monthly reflection section I can fill out at the end of the month to see how things went. Anyway, that's it for today. See you soon!